Good morning, friends. Your host Amit Singh Atwal, Director Corporate Relations, Rayat Bahra University, Mohali. Very good morning and stay safe on wonderful morning this Monday and enjoy this week with lots of success in your hands. Today we are on Chapter 10, Season 2 of Rayat Bahra Connect, and today we are discussing about the job-oriented MBA industry-ready professional program what we are running with Sunstone Eduversity at Rayat Bahra Mohali campus. To discuss this with me, Sanam Chawla, AVP Alliance of Sunstone Eduversity. She is passed out of Tech Chandigarh 2016 batch. She worked with JP Morgan. Now, currently she is working with Sunstone Eduversity as AVP Alliance and Placement Experts. Welcome, Sanam Chawla.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. That's indeed a very sweet introduction. Hi, everyone who's listening to me. Thank you so much for being here. Um, sir, thank
So,
you. Should I?
Sanam, just want to know because Sunstone is running a unique program in Rayat Bara Mohali campus where this is a job-oriented MBA program you are giving to the students. Before starting anything, I need if you can just brief about this program to my viewers, my colleagues, and the prospective students.
Right, sure. So, Sunstone University is running an MBA program where we want to bring accountability into education. And what we mean by accountability is that we want to ensure that anybody who takes admission in Riyadh Bara in the Sunstone University program gets a final placement. They have to get a placement because when they've come to MBA, of course, they all want to go into jobs in good corporates, in MNCs, in different. Some people want to go to startups also, but in a domain that they like. We at Sunstone, in partnership with Riyadh Para, want to get that accountability into education, into their MBA program. So what we do is we have a very industry integrated program. We have updated the curriculum along with the academic committee of Riyadh Para and our corporate clients. We have made the curriculum, the content so industry ready that the student, once he gets this content and once he gets the practical exposure, the internships that we get him, it is very easy for him to get absorbed into any company that he dreams of. We of course have a lot of companies that I'll be talking about that come to our campus for placements, but most importantly our program has a lot of industry element into it. How does it have an industry element? I will explain it in three parts. The first industry element that the student gets is the internship which we allow him to do along with the academics. So for example, a student is in classes from say 9 to 5 p.m. or 10 o'clock to 6 p.m. He's in classes. We also promote the student to do some micro internship in parallel to his classes. So we get companies like Reliance, Decathlon, Coca-Cola, which offer micro internships, which is 3 hours daily, 4 hours daily, something that the student can do from the comfort of his home. Now that work from home is a very new normal, or he can go to the store and get that experience. That's a micro internship. You get not just a stipend. For example, Reliance retails offer 10 to 15,000 stipend per month for just working 4 hours a day. So, along with the academics, they get a hands on experience into managing clients, managing customers, and of course, the practical exposure. The second aspect of being industry ready comes in when we offer them internship programs, the short internship, the summer internship programs, which is a necessary part of the academics. That comes in April and May. So, April, May, we allow the students to go full time into a program. We, of course, get the companies on board. Any profile that the student wants to be in, we allow them to sit for those profiles, and the companies of their choice take them for 2 months summer internship. Some students even get a pre-placement offer. So much before their MBA program is over, they are already placed. These 2 months, the student gets full exposure into the corporate, into a managerial position. Third part that we help the students with is that our program is a 15-month classroom program, which has obviously these internship and the micro internship I spoke about. Then 9 month of final placement slash internship. So the students in within the 2 year period of doing an MBA get 9 months industry exposure there. So our curriculum, it's a rigorous curriculum. All the credits, all the hours that they have to be taught, we inculcate them into these 15 months, and then they go for 9 months experience. So by the time they have to graduate out of the MBA college, they already have almost 9 months to 1 year of experience in their hands, and they have a job they're very well settled in. So that is our that is our overall academic structure, if I may say.
Thanks, Sanam, for sharing. Ma'am, always we are using a word industry ready professions, because in your program it's very unique word, industry. Ma'am, how you make the industry ready a student?
Yeah.
Is it a curriculum? Is it the academia part? It is the complete aura? And how you make the industry ready professionals in your program?
Sure. So that's actually a very good question. Uh, how do we make the student industry ready comes through a lot of small little points. For example, as I told you about the micro internships and internships. Second of all, our content, our curriculum is every subject, every line of every subject that we deliver to the student is attested by corporates. For example, if we give a data analytics specialization to the students, that data analytics specialization is verified by associate directors and directors of KPMG, of PwC, of Genpact, such huge names. They verify the content. We have a lot of knowledge partners who actually help us in attesting the curriculum and giving us the best of curriculum. So internships, curriculum. The third is we have a very rigorous program. Now the rigorous program actually inbuilds the students the rigor that they're expected in the corporate. So when they go to a corporate, it's not new for them. They're already into this habit of working from say 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. till evening, because they have their classes and they have that habit of multitasking that is already ingrained in them. So the program that we lead is through makes them industry ready. Then fourth of all, even the faculty that Sunstone Rayat Bahra will get them will be corporate professionals. They are not just the academia people, they are the people who obviously have been a part of the academia but have also spent decades into the industry. So if we could, we will maybe after this we can share the profiles of our faculty members. They have been senior positions in Coca-Cola. They've been in senior positions in PepsiCo, and one of the marketing faculty, for example, if I tell you, is actually the brain behind that Slice Katrina Kaif ad. So imagine the corporate exposure that he has. So when he comes to teach marketing, he's already that exposure that he gives to the student. So that is how these are the ways we make the student industry ready.
Okay, this is a beauty where all the curriculum which are run by the Sunstone Eduversity at Radbara University Mohali campus is certified by the corporates like Genpact, PwC, and ENY. Great, ma'am. Great, ma'am. If a student just taken the admission in the program, okay, he or she started his 15 days of part time in paid internship also. How he or she just get to know which all specialization he has to take after 5 or 6 months. What that process
So,
to
sir,
choose the
we already
specialization?
yes, sir. So, how we actually help students choose that specialization is, first of all, we give them a full freedom of what they want to choose. Maybe sometimes they have a family influence that, my dad has been working in the finance sector and I feel it's something that I want to do. First of all, the students have full freedom to choose. Secondly, we have some career counselors in house that will be available in their Riyadh Bara campus who will help them guide into which specialization they can choose. How do they help them guide? We also have some MBTI, some personality test like the MBTI test. We have the color test, which we allow the students to give. We give them this test, which helps them bring out their personality. Once the student has that personality test results with him, it will help him make a better decision into what suits him. For example, if a student feels that, I like finance also, I like marketing also, but which one do I choose? We help student give that advice through the MBTI test. He can just take that result to the career counselor who's an expert into all of this personality training and guiding the students, will help him that okay fine, maybe you're an extrovert, you should take marketing, or maybe you are very good with numbers and you're an extrovert and we feel that you have very good communication skills, maybe you will be better in data analytics where you have to number crunch and then present it to the clients. So with all the different mix of the personalities of the student, we give the student that guidance to choose. At the end of the day, it is the freedom of the student to choose whichever specializations he has. And the best part is we have a dual specialization that we are running. So if they're ever confused between two, they can take both of the specializations.
Ma'am, then comes a basic question where the students used to, because I have also seen the counselings where your counselors have used to do, and the basic questions come in a mind. What is the core objective behind of pay after placements? Because students used to ask why you are saying what is the core objective behind pay after placement word, because your counselors used to use, and the students ask why this type of program, pay after
Yep.
placement.
So why we have a pay after placement pay after placement module is that we want to make sure that we have our skin in the game, right? Rayat, Bahra and Sunstone Eduversity wants to invest in the students, and once they take away something from the education that we have given to them, then we want them to pay any tuition fee. And not just any tuition fee, that tuition fee will also be linked to how much they have taken away from our program. That means that we want to give the student the best return on investment. God forbid if they don't get a placement, then maybe we have not been successful in teaching them anything, then we don't deserve a fee. But if we have been successful in teaching them, in getting them placed in a corporate program, only then the student has to pay the fee. So we put our skin in the game, we invest for the student, and we take that surety that we promise you will work hard and get your career on the right track. And that is why we have a pay after placement module. And this kind of differentiates us from all other campuses as well, because they usually just take admissions and then don't invest in the students. Whereas because we have not taken any fee from the student, any tuition fee from the student, we know that we have to invest in the student and deliver to our promises.
Okay. Ma'am, after this, the same question repeats with other way around. Ki, what is the money back guaranteed and how it works? Because after if pay after placements, and then the same question again the student asks, you are seeing in your brochures and everywhere money back guaranteed program. Is this
So
the same or something different?
yes, sir. So it's actually the same. It's it's just that if the student believes in us also and believes in himself also, that the student will be able to get a package which will be higher than what he has to pay in the money back guarantee. He can take this. So if he gets a package of say 50,000 per month, technically his fees would have been say something around, if I approximate, to 5 lakh rupees. But in the money back guarantee he only has to pay 3 lakh 15,000 rupees. So he has actually gained a profit of that 5 lakh minus 3.15 by paying the fees early. Whereas the student does not have anything to lose, because in a scenario where we fail to deliver our promises and we don't give a placement, then that exact 3.15 is given back to the student. There is no terms and conditions. There's nothing like, we'll deduct a part of it, nothing at all. No hidden fee. Everything the student had given us will be given back to the student as it is. It is just that if a student wants to take a bet that, usually I would get a placement of 35,000, but let me see, if I get a placement of 5 lakh, it will be profitable for me. So in that scenario, we've given this option to the student to have a money back guarantee program also. But the essence is the same, that if you don't get a placement, your money will be given back to you guaranteed without a penny being cut.
Okay. Okay. Now comes a second question in the mind of the student, because I am asking the question like a student. Because sorry, because I have to answer the students also. Now, what is the role of Rayat Bahra University Mohali campus and And what is the role of Sunstone Adversity in this? And who is
Yes, sir.
responsible? Which all for this program? Yeah, ma'am.
So, thank you, sir. And I am very happy that you are asking all the questions that the students ask, and I am very grateful that I'm on this platform to actually answer those questions. So, what is the role of Sunstone and what is the role of Rayat and Bahra? I think both go hand in hand. Rayat and Bahra will give us the infrastructure, the classroom, the projectors, and all the technology that we have there, and a place to actually be together and learn together. Not just that, the accreditations that the student will get will be of Rayat and Bara because of the name that it has earned over the decades and the management that it has. The library, the computer labs, the canteen, all the facilities, even the hostel actually, is of Rayat and Bara. So the environment, that everything is given by Rayat and Bara, whereas Sunstone has the curriculum, the content that has to be given, and the placements. We have all the corporate partnerships that we will, in partnership with Riyat and Bara, present to the students. Now, when we have all the faculty that we are giving and the content that is being delivered to the student, the whole environment in which we can deliver it is given by Riyat and Bara. So that infrastructure, that library where you want to study before your exams, or the computer lab, that is the factor which makes a college a home. A second home will be given by Riyat and Bara, and all the learning, development, the training modules, the placement modules, that will be bought in by Sunstone University. I hope that answers
In
the
a
question,
in
sir.
a simplified way, I yeah yeah. In a simplified way, I can tell my viewers, you you can use the beautiful campus and the infrastructure made by Sardar Gurinder Singh Bara, a visionary person of Rayat Bara group. You can use the entire infrastructure, and rest is taken by Sunstone Adversity. Is it correct, ma'am?
Absolutely. And
This
also
is the
to
way.
add that the accreditation, the degree certificate that the student will get will be a double certification. They'll get, of course, a Riyat and Bara degree certificate and also a certificate from
Yes.
Sunstone that they've done the Sunstone's course. So they'll get both in their hands.
In continuity with this only, ma'am, a next question, because we are in a pandemic condition, globalized. The next question comes to a student's mind: is this a coming semester would be the online or a offline? And if online, what is the technology the company Sunstone University is using?
Absolutely. So we usually always go with an offline trimester semester system to our students because it helps build that connect with the students and the faculty members. Unfortunately, since this pandemic has been here to stay for quite a few months and we're not sure, we don't have any estimation on when it goes away. We want to start the trimester in an online fashion right now because we don't want the students to miss out more than what they already have. But since we are starting with an online manner, does not mean that we will not be switching to an offline manner. So maybe 1 month till the government allows that it is safe for us to come back to campus, we'll start with an online semester. Maybe for the first 1 month, we'll go online and then we'll go offline. And when we are online, while we are online, we have ensured that we have the best of facilities given to the student. We deliver our classes through Zoom accounts, and in the Zoom account also our faculties have a very visual, they have a technology write pad, whereas you can see the faculty, they can write down. It will be the same experience as writing on a board or typing in class, and a projector. Our teachers, our faculty members have the best of Wi-Fi connections, internet connections, and the class that goes on, it goes on very smoothly. Also, since it's an online fashion, we only have 2 to 3 classes in a day, so that the student can obviously not exploit all his data, can attend the classes seamlessly, and also give him time for self study. We give him a lot of assignments, and we have also built in a lot of virtual team building activities. Now, all the students who've joined in an online fashion may not know their colleagues, right? Their classmates who they have to spend their time with. So we ensure that it's not just the academia that is forced upon them. We have a lot of team building activities. We have design thinking. We've introduced, especially in this season of the pandemic that's going on, to help the students adapt to an online environment. We have introduced courses like design thinking into our program as well. So how do you think differently? Those courses will be able to be done while the student is sitting in the comfort of his own. We have WhatsApp groups, we have Slack groups, and different technologies. We also have a learning management system, Canvas, which is actually used by Howard, Stanford, and Wharton, B schools of the US, that we present to our students so that their online learning is also seamless. They will not feel any difference between the online environment, but as soon as we're given a chance, we will switch to the offline environment.
Okay. During the pandemic condition, we will use the online process with a Zoom facility and other technology. Sunstone University will help you, the students. Now comes, ma'am, anyone can come and join this program, or any process is there to join this program? If Amit want
Yes,
to
sir.
come and join this program, can he can come and join simply the program, or any process, a defined process is there?
So a defined process is there because we want to ensure that the students who are coming with us, because we don't take any tuition fee in advance, we want to make sure that they are also as dedicated into making a career as we are in helping them build a career. So for this, we of course we take an admission test, which is an aptitude test, and then we take an interview for the students. It's a very simple process for them to get selected, but it will help us understand that the student is also dedicated in ensuring that he wants to do his MBA, right? Because we don't have any fees to bind the student, we want his dedication. So we have an admission test, and we have an interview, a small interview round that the student has to clear to be a part of Riyadh Bara Sunstone program.
Okay, ma'am, is this any effect the CAT and the MAT score brings to your process, ma'am?
So, the CAT and the math score, the management test, any management test that the student has given will be a small part of the cumulative score. A small part will be his 10, 12 score, obviously, will be his management test, will be this admission test that I told you, and the interview. So, combined score matters. So, even if the student has a little, has not done very well in his CAT, MAT, or other management test, but performs exceptionally well in the Sunstone admission test or performs very well in the interview, so that effect is nullified and the student still gets admission.
Means, for the viewers, I can just brief out. Okay, you can if you are interested for this program, you can come to us at the Rayat Bara Mohali campus, or connect with the Sunstone Eduversity team through online, through offline, to any mode. And you have to give online test first. It's followed by the interview. Both scores can be cumulative, decide whether the Sunstone Eduversity Rayat Bara University Mohali campus you will admit it or not. Is it true, ma'am?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. Ma'am, from starting, this program is job oriented. You are giving an confirmation for the placements, ma'am. Ma'am, how Sunstone Educity make sure that the student will be get ready for the campus placements? What are the efforts you are putting, and how, what's the curriculum, how you are shaping up the students, making the perfect for the campus placement? Because entire program is oriented towards the job orientation and curriculum oriented. How you ensure, and what's the efforts you are putting?
Yes, sir. So apart from the regular academia that is obviously delivered to the students, we put in a lot of efforts in training and development modules. What are training and development modules is that apart from the hard skills that the student already knows, for example, in marketing, he does know the 4 Ps that are taught to him in classes, in all the classes. We spend almost the same time in building the soft skills as well. So soft skills will include, for example, for our current students, we did a work from home program for the millennial manager, and we did this in the month of April when the pandemic had just started. We realized that work from home might be the new normal for the students who are graduating this year. So we got people from the Birbal, a very well founded startup, and we got them to deliver the work from home for the Millennial Manager program. That helps the student in understanding how he is going to be a good manager, even when his employees, when his team is going to be sitting in an offline environment. So we take a lot of proactive measures. Not just that, We have a lot of mock interviews. So every student every week has to go for one mock interview. For the by the time he has to sit for placement, the student has done so many mock interviews that the student is absolutely ready. It comes in very naturally to him. The placements is not the first time that the student will be sitting for an interview. He has given so many mock interviews, not just simple mock interviews. We also prepare them for JDs. All the JDs, the job descriptions that were given to us for the previous batches, we put those JDs in front of the student and we tell you, okay, now this interview, we are going to prepare you for this role. This interview, we're going to prepare you for that role. So for a job-wise role, we prepare them for mock interviews. We have, as a part of our curriculum itself, we have a lot of group discussions, different formats of group discussions. So by the time the student has actually got to sit for that interview, he is so well prepared to ace that interview that he gets that interview and he cracks it with a lot of high marks. And many of our students actually manage to crack those interviews.
Okay. Means you are putting your efforts for making them a placement ready. Now comes a question, ma'am, where each and every student want to ask how much the maximum package I may get through you.
Yes, sir. So I
Highest
think that's a
package, not a
very,
normal, the
very
highest package.
important.
In layman language, highest package they used to ask.
So highest package was 10 lakhs, and we are pretty sure that our students will beat the current batch, the 2019-21 batch, which is looking for placements right now, will definitely beat that package as well. The highest package right now is 10 lakhs, but we are getting companies which are offering students a package of 13, 14 lakhs as well this year. So this is the level, this is the potential that the students can earn. I will be very happy to share that only recently, yesterday itself, three of our students got selected at a fixed package of 8.5 lakhs. And their incentives of 5, 6 lakhs are separate over and above this. So the earning potential will be upon the student, but 10 lakhs definitely. It's already out there. Last year also our students got, this year also our students are getting. And with the new batch, we are definitely going to rise the highest package as well.
Okay. Continuity with the same question. Which all corporates are visiting for your students in from last many years, ma'am?
So a lot of corporates that are offering very high packages are
This is
coming
a
to our
basic question,
campus.
Sanam. This is a very
Yeah,
basic question where students used to ask.
absolutely. So Byju's, Amazon, HDFC Bank, PayU, Swiggy, Coca-Cola, Fitbit, all these companies, these are very well-known companies that actually come to hire. Jaro Education, White Hat now, we've seen that in the COVID sector, so companies in the edtech domain have boomed. So we have reached out to so many companies, companies like Byju's, White Hat, Jaro, Planet Spark. All these companies are now coming to hire from us. Apart from Coca-Cola, HDFC Bank, Jaguar, Accenture, Amazon, Paytm, Flipkart. These companies are, of course, already there on campus with us.
And what about Big Fours, ma'am? Because your entire program was
Yes,
certified by the Big Fours, as you
yes,
said,
of course, the big four,
PwC,
big four. So
EY, Deloitte.
the list is actually huge. We have
No,
approximately
no, no,
more than
because you in
200
the starting
companies.
conversation
Yeah.
we start with Big Fours only. That's why
Yes,
I
so
asked this question.
KPMG is coming to hire, PwC, Genpact, Deloitte, all these companies are of course also coming to hire for the different profiles, especially for the finance and for the data analytics profile. So Big Four is also there.
Okay. And means ki all the verticals of MBA, all the verticals of MBA you are covering. Either it was a Big Four, it's an new startups, either it's an IT company or any company, or you can be a startup. You can all the
Yes,
companies are
it's
visiting
a
with you for the campus placements.
right. We
Ma'am,
have a
how
huge
you
spectrum.
ensure? How you? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can continue, ma'am.
We have a huge spectrum from startups to big MNCs, not just MNC, not just corporates of India like Flipkart, which has now managed to reach such a huge status, but even Amazon. So international companies also come to hire a lot from us.
Okay, ma'am. Just again after this placement, how you track your alumni? Because alumni database again a big question. Any system or anything you have, because getting a student, because being me, If you talk about me, I'm in the placement industry from now 17 years. Okay. My policy is if the student get placed, at least track for 1 or 2 years so that he or she can be comfortable. This is my policy. And how? Because how Sunstone University follow this alumnus part, ma'am.
Okay. So Sunstone University has a very wide network of alumni because I think, as you correctly mentioned, that is a very integral part of the students joining in. And since we run everything, everything centralized, it's not just that the alumni of one campus, they will have access to alumni of all our campus partners. So students who join the Radbara Sunstone University program can have a dual advantage. They'll not just get the alumni network of Rayat and Bahra, they'll also get the alumni network of Sunstone University. We have one of the clubs, Sunstone clubs that we have is the alumni club, where the students are introduced to the alumni. The president is Sumit, who's a 2016 graduate of Sunstone University. So these students create a network. We have WhatsApp groups, we have email chains, we have some events also that we line up so that the alumni can meet with the current batch and they can all network and understand better. More so, I'm very proud to let you all know that our alumni, when they reach senior positions in the company, they come to hire again from Sunstone. So that is the strength of the alumni network. They'll obviously be your best friends, your guiding lights. If you want to apply, for example, in a company like Byju's, you can always ask us to connect with the alumni who has been placed in Byju's so that you can understand from his experience how he liked the company and he can guide you better. Not just that, even for the other companies, and when they have their startups of their own or their senior managers in a company, they definitely come to hire. We have a lot of examples that the alumni have come to hire from Sunstone University. They take guest lectures as well to interact with the junior batch because I think that connect is very important.
Okay, ma'am. Because now it's a latest trend in the industry. Because what we are feeling, because we also request the student to do some certification program during their tenure of teaching and during their in campus placements. Which all certification, extra certification you ensure that your students can go through
So,
during the teaching process, ma'am.
yes, sir. I think that's a very good question, and we have recently started with a lot of things where we help them. We help the students who want to grow even more, grow through the certification program. So, as I mentioned earlier, that we have a work from home for the millennial manager because companies like Google, now that they've declared that, or companies like TCS, now that they've declared that even 2021 they're going to be work from home for a large percentage of their employees. So work from home for the millennial manager, that is a certification that we only will sponsor for the students. Not just that, we have also partnered with British Council and FICCI so that they will help the students build better English. So companies like Amazon, companies like JP Morgan actually, because I'm myself a part of it and I wanted that company to come hire for Sunstone as well. These companies require the student to have very fluent English. Because they have fluent English, to help them build that, we have British Council and Fiji certifications that we help the students get. All these certifications are sponsored also by Sunstone University. Apart from that, if the student does want to do a certification, they can always reach out to us and we can see if we have some corporate connects that can help them with those certifications for analytics, for digital marketing, or any other specialization, niche specialization which they want to do for.
Is this the certification be a part of your credit or non-credit part?
These are the non-credit parts because all the credit part we've already covered in the academia. These are
Okay.
non-credit courses for which the student wants to, empower himself more. If somebody feels underconfident in the English, they can do the British Council thing. If somebody wants to be a better leader, they can do the Millennial Manager program. So we have a lot of such certifications which we help the student, but these are all non-credit courses.
Okay, Sanam, just we are closing this webinar. Before closing, a last comment to the viewers and to the prospective students from your end, ma'am.
I would like to tell the students that this is a one of a kind new age MBA program. The reason why we chose Rayat and Bahra and the Rayat and Bahra chose us is because we feel we can give you a very powerful collaboration of a great infrastructure and great content being delivered to you, while the two of us, the two committees, put our skin in the game. We have invested for you, and we want to promise you, and this is the guarantee that we can give, that your career is in trusted hands, and we will help you get better placements. And at the end of the day, when you are doing your MBA program, your placement is of utmost importance. So, what more than than a college, than a company that offers you the best placements, highest placements, and does not charge you fee if we fail to deliver our program. So I will be looking forward to meeting you all in person, and we hope the pandemic is over. Until then, stay safe, everyone, and work hard for your careers as we will do for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for joining us in this webinar. And this is Sanam Chawla, AVP Alliance, Sunstone Eduversity. She is with us to discuss the unique MBA program, job guaranteed program, money back guaranteed program, many of the words you can say. This is a perfect program where you can come down to Rayat Bahra University Mohali campus and meet their team to discuss what's the difference, why they are different from other MBA programs. And there are I can just summarize the entire conversation in few lines. This is a program where the job is guaranteed, where your curriculum is certified by the top corporates, by the big fours is there. During the pandemic you can take the classes online. Do not worry how they will do. They will do to the online. There is a paid internship. It starts from third month, from offline or from home. You can work from home also. It's paid. Its entire internship program is paid basis. Do not worry about that, how you can manage the show or how you can manage your life, because it's a paid internship program. Okay, after coming down to the campus placements program, they make ensure you will get ready for the campus placement. They make effort from the British Council. They have certification from Council. They have corporates like KPMG who are supporting you for making you industry ready. Okay, regarding the campus placements, last year they have a highest package of 10 lakhs. The different corporate verticals from banking sector to the IT sector, from bank SDFC is visiting them. For example, I am quoting. Then Accenture is there. Then the Whitehead, Byju's, or Jaro Education. All the new successful starters. Paytm is there. You are in a safe hands. Come, join us, discuss with us at Radbara Mohali campus with Sunstone team. You will be in a safe hand. You can ensure your job. But before joining this program, you have to go through two things. One is the online test. Second is the interview process. To get this program, there are two requirements. You have to clear the online test and the entrance examination. Thanks, Sana ma'am, for joining us. I think this is a brief about this conversation. Thanks, ma'am, for joining us. Thanks, ma'am.
Thank
And
you so much
yes,
for
ma'am.
having me here. It's a
Thanks, ma'am.
pleasure.
This is Sanam Chawla from from Sunstone City. Thanks for viewers for joining with us for this program. And on this way, we are concluding our chapter 10. Tomorrow, chapter 11, season 2, on Physiotherapy Day, we are doing a webinar on role of physiotherapist in ICU patient during COVID-19. A very interesting topic. To discuss this, from Radbara University, Dr. Shaina Verma, the head of the department, will be with me. Dr. Satish Sharma, Chief Physiotherapist, GMCA, Sector 32, Chandigarh. Dr. Pankaj Preet Singh, Department in charge, Shri Govind Granth Sahib, World University, Fatehgarh Sahib. Dr. Navkiran Rick, Professor and Clinical in charge, Gyan Sagar College, Physiotherapy. And final is Dr. Simanpreet Kaur, Head of the Department from Sukija Physiotherapy Clinic, with me tomorrow at 11:30 to discuss the role of physiotherapists in ICU patients during COVID-19. Stay safe, stay tuned. Let's catch up tomorrow. Bye. Take care.